So another story that is pretty memorable to me is we were in class. We should go to a private school, Colegio Bautista de Masaya, and this is all in the first days of when the revolution was starting to pick up and grow. So all of a sudden we started hearing all this commotion outside, and mind you that the school, Colegio Bautista, it was like a few blocks from a army post, okay, which was like in the Central Park around there. So the Sandinistas decided to attack on that day during school hours. So what that meant is that the Sandinistas also overtook the schools. And that was kind of like something that they were doing also, kind of like their recruitment type strategy that they had to just like raid the schools and try to pick up kids to go fight, right? But in this case, they raided the school, and each of Sandinistas went into each classroom, and they actually threw these man-fabricated type contact bombs, they call them. Contact because when they hit the ground, they would automatically explode. Kind of like your little poppers, those bombers. So they went to our classroom where my brother and I were at. They opened the door, and they threw one of the contact bombs behind the door, and then they kind of closed the door on it. How nice of them. But it made this big explosion. I mean, there was charnels and glass going everywhere. Smoke, I couldn't see in front of me. I couldn't see my hands in front of me. And everybody was panicking. And all I remember doing is like, I got to get a hold of my brother. So I just remembered, from my photographic memory where he was, grabbed him and, tried to remember where the exit was and just try to fight our way through and push our way through out the classroom. And then when we were at the classroom, it was just chaos everywhere. Bullets just going through the glasses. I mean, because of the grace of God, we didn't get hit with any of them. So we proceeded to go run out the front of the school, right? Just to get out so we can find our way home. We were like panicking all at the same time, but we knew what we had to do. So when we went out the front of the school, we saw our other cousins there, who were also going there, and they were just right there in front of the school on the sidewalk there. And here we see my Uncle Mike coming down, driving with his white Chevy pickup. And I mean, he just came, and he must have heard what was happening, and he came to fetch us, which his son was also our cousin, obviously. And he drives by the school without stopping, just kind of coasting along, and we just all started jumping on the bed. Almost sounds like something from a movie, and we just started jumping on the bed. My brother, who was a little bit less athletic, and he was a little physically challenged. I mean, he tried doing that, and he just couldn't jump on the bed, and he just fell on the ground when he tried to jump on the bed. And that was another traumatic moment, because I wasn't about to leave my brother behind, right? So I just asked to slow down, and he hurt his knee. I got down and just kind of picked him up and pushed him up, and there we went, and everybody was just lying on the bed, and my uncle took off in the middle of all the fighting and stuff like that. So I think that was probably my top memorable one, I would say.